Hello, dear friends. Every time you say yes when you mean no, so as not to look bad, you shrink, you falsify yourself, and you become smaller and smaller every day, because you cannot express the will of your soul. Opinion piece. The Great Taking. Hope for change. Popular discontent. It looks like the QFS. Book by David Webb. Confiscation of assets. Reduction of tensions. Great transformations. Collapse of the old order. Wolf Moon on January 13th. This could be the year of dreams. Last phase of humanity's liberation. Let's start. The Great Taking is a book published in May 2024 by David Rogers Webb, a former hedge fund manager and veteran stock market analyst. In this work, Webb lays out a plan that he claims has been in the making for over 50 years, aimed at the mass confiscation of financial assets and property worldwide. If successful, even partially, Webb claims it would be the largest conquest and subjugation in world history. This version closely resembles the QFS quantum financial system that provides for the seizure of illegitimate assets. The expert warns of possible financial implosions and points out that money creation has significantly outpaced real economic growth, leading to a breakdown in the transmission mechanism between monetary creation and the real economic activity. Webb suggests that we are heading towards a period comparable to the era of the Great Wars and the Great Depression, based on his observations of the velocity of money and other economic indicators. According to Webb, the plan encompasses the appropriation of all financial assets, bank deposits, stocks, bonds, and therefore the underlying property of all public operations, including inventories, plants, equipment, land, mineral deposits, inventions, and intellectual property. He also claims that privately owned debt-financed real estate and movable property will be seized as well, as will the assets of similarly financed private companies. Hope. In the year 2025, a major event will occur that would be the catalyst for a great shift in consciousness and would cause a change of direction for more than 30% of the human collective. We are talking about something on a large scale that will cause the light to turn on in people's minds, leading them to a new and higher understanding and accelerating their awakening, according to Kesheresh. According to Saratoga Ocean, the dawn of a new hope for humankind is on the horizon. Huge changes are coming in 2025 as we face a new timeline split and exponential growth in artificial intelligence. But there could be a blessing in disguise hidden in plain sight, waiting for us to wake up, open our eyes, and cast aside our chains of slavery and submission once and for all. The collapse of the old world order is underway, according to Vasco Colmeyer. The first clear sign that the victory of Donald Trump 8 weeks later, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced his resignation. It seems increasingly like that we will see the fall of governments and rallying coalitions in Austria, Germany, France and Britain, and other countries such as Spain are likely to follow suit. Popular discontent over the actions of the elite is simmering. Old systems are crumbling and will begin to shift into a new dynamic, according to Diana Cooper. The year 2025 is very important for the world as the structure of society will begin to change. Currently, the world is quite chaotic. Leaders are being prepared to take us into the fifth dimension, and we will begin to see this happen in 2025. Finally, leaders who are not seeking their own benefit, but who have vision, compassion, and integrity are ready to step forward. The world will become much more Aquarian in 2025. This means that humankind will seek more freedom, more autonomy, etc. Although there will not be peace everywhere, there will be a reduction in tensions and an Aquarian search for solutions for the benefit of all. More people than ever before will be heading towards a higher path of ascension. The energy for spiritual growth is huge right now. The full moon of January 13th is the Wolf Moon. It heralds new, higher energy and is a time for meditation. This is the year to make your dreams come true. Economy. Trump inherits a deeply damaged economy, according to Jeffrey Tucker. X22 report. When the central bank brings down the economy, President Trump can use the Emergency Economic Powers Act to implement his policy. The central bank tried to set up a trap for Trump, but he saw through it. Biden will try to block Trump and will ultimately fail. The EU still has inflation, and now they say it is due to the high cost of energy. According to Bo Polney, Andrew Sorchini, and Dave Scarlett, the big banks in plural collapse and the Great Depression begins. Trump prepares for a war against the FBI that sabotaged his last presidency, according to Socherfall. USA. Massive wildfires erupt in Southern California with 65-mile-per-hour winds. Los Angeles firefighters ran out of water and politicians refuse to refill reserves. Los Angeles fire spreads to Hollywood Hills, destroying 2,000 buildings and leaving more than 130,000 evacuated. Sierra says California's massive wildfire is shocking. It has all the hallmarks of the Maui fire and many others like it. Are the California wildfires the result of a weather war? Is this the catastrophic event we've been warned about? Asks Steve Biko. The Playboy Mansion was not just a celebrity hangout, but also a trap to seduce people. It was used as a covert operations center, a perfect setting to lure influential figures into promising situations, according to Steve Biko. Canada. Canadians celebrate Justin Trudeau's resignation. Canadian politicians are now threatening to take over California, Washington, and Oregon. A 1942 map shows Greenland, Mexico, and Canada as part of the US. UK. A British MP refuses to apologize after saying foreign cultures are making Britain an unsafe place. Following orders from UK PM Starmer, Labour MPs vote to block inquiry into child grooming gang scandal. According to BBC Newsnight, the UK socialist government is considering ending its security partnerships with the US unless Donald Trump distances himself from Elon Musk's views on terror grooming gangs. Greenland. Trump Jr. lands in Greenland aboard Trump Force One. Annexing Canada would be like adding a second California, according to Ryan McMagan. Why does Trump keep joking about buying Greenland? The answer is because Canada and Denmark control the Northwest Passage, which is one of the most strategic shipping routes in the world due to melting ice. Russia claims this passage and Canada cannot defend it without American support. According to Michael Snyder, Greenland has a population of 80% Inuit. The total population is only 26,000 people. The rest are Danes. Why does Trump want it so bad? Because of the land, its resources, and its proximity to the North Pole. According to Ariel Prolotario 1, there is a reason they are nervous about the possibility of Donald Trump taking control of Greenland, especially when it comes to Thule Air Base. Strategically located within the Arctic Circle, Thule is considered a relic of the Cold War, a missile defense radar hub. Beneath the surface is a labyrinth of tunnels leading to classified storage facilities, advanced research and development labs, and experimental weaponry that far surpasses next-generation technology. It is not just an air base. It is a command nexus that oversees Arctic operations for weather programs and direct energy weapons and at-the-ground launch platforms capable of hitting any global target in under an hour. They hide beneath the ice cap of Greenland because satellite reconnaissance cannot penetrate certain mineral compositions embedded in the ice. This provides the perfect camouflage for storing and testing technology that exists nowhere else on Earth. The dark side operates here unsupervised. Trump's interest in Greenland wasn't economic. It had nothing to do with mining. His advisors, with ties to the Space Force and private aerospace companies, briefed him on what lies beneath, research on anti-gravity craft recovered from covert operations in Antarctica and the Pacific. If Trump seizes Greenland, he would seize the book of secrets that has been kept for centuries. Curious. It was said that in 1933, they discovered a reptilian. I repeat it. It was said in 1933 it was discovered a reptilian civilization living in an extensive underground tunnel system beneath Los Angeles. Enron just unveiled its Enron Egg, the world's first residential micronuclear reactor that can power a home for up to 10 years. Australian legend Ricardo Bossi talks about the PTSD experienced by those of us who are awake to the truth. All we have to do is to allow the final phase of humanity's liberation to unfold. A strange fog prompts investigation, according to Michael Baxter. Last Thursday, 4 airmen fell ill after prolonged exposure to the mysterious chemical fog that descended like a suffocating blanket. The symptoms defied explanation. SpaceX just signed a $1.15 billion contract with NASA. But while everyone is focused on rockets, Elon is quietly developing something else. Elon Musk says he doesn't hire top professionals to tell them what to do, but to tell him how to do it as well as possible. Musk looks for talent with a high IQ. He stresses the need to be surrounded by talented professionals and is obsessed with productivity. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.